You must not avert your eyes. This is what is coming at us. Do not avert your eyes.
Keep it hot like Papa John.
No, that's, I don't know if the Catholic Church is on board with the feminine phenomenon.
No? What about Giver? You know what's great about that Giver song is that if you,
Are we
if you don't
recording?
really,
Good.
oh yeah, if you don't really know what she's talking about, you don't know. My daughter was sitting there listening. She's like, "Oh, I love this song," and she's singing along to it, and I'm just like, "Oh yeah, these kids have no fucking clue what this song is really about, but they like it. It's fun." I'm like, no. I'm not a fan of country music, but that song's pretty good.
Yeah, okay, but are you a fan of country music?
Country music. Oh boy.
Hello and welcome to the Found on Shelf podcast.
Yep, that's us.
A podcast that Felissa Rose retweeted one time.
That is true. She did.
It's a show about movies, we swear. And each episode, we come to you live from the basement of a cursed video store owned by a demon who has stolen control of our own show and who is also our producer.
Mhm.
To talk about the most insane movies we can find with 5 minutes of Googling. I am your wise and traveled host, Patrick, and with me tonight is my co-host who is just as traveled but may have picked up some sort of blood curse in Thailand. Dustin.
It happens. And when you go out there, it does happen. But
Wait, well, it reminds me of just being widely traveled. You had sent that to the Discord a while back. You sent a fun fact about hippos.
about hippos?
They said you said that they had migratory testicles.
Oh yes, I forgot about the migratory testicles of the hippopotamus.
You know, my first thought was would make tucking a lot easier.
Right? You could,
Right.
now, could you like hide it like behind your back and then throw it at people when they're upsetting you? Wonder what we're watching tonight. The Jackalope hasn't told us yet. Oh, but I got a quick update. The numbers for the telethon were amazing. We raised up a good amount of money, not a lot of money. We're still gonna have to charge for tickets and all that. But I was able to raise up enough money to ship all the carnival rides out to the island. So right when we wrapped up the episode, I got a hold of a shipping company, and those are on their way out to the island. They should be getting there any day now, so we'll have time to set up and prepare and be ready for it. So
Now, did you have enough money to buy to pay for carnies to run the rides?
it shouldn't be that hard, I don't think. But I am trying to drum up some interest, so I reached out to a few agencies that are going to put us in touch with some influencers, on the Instagrams and all the other stuff. People that have more than like our 25 followers. So we'll get those people to really bump it up, and they should be doing some things and getting in touch with us. So yeah, things are looking pretty good for Pod Fyre too. I'm excited. And remember, Pod Fyre, it's PodFyre.com. That's with a Y. And it's still on schedule. It's just a couple weeks away. It's going to be the last weekend in May. Music, movies, comedies, just it's going to be such a fun time. I don't see where anything could go wrong at this point. I mean, we had a couple people back out, but I think it'll be okay. I haven't announced the final lineup just yet.
Is ZZ Top still on?
I mean, a version of ZZ Top. There might be some impersonators instead of the real people, but I think it'll be entertaining to the point where people won't care. They're just gonna have a good time.
Did you get the Duck Dynasty guys and just told them they were ZZ Top? Look, I keep telling you, just because they've got beards the same length, people are not going to know. Or they're going to know this difference.
They don't return my phone calls anymore.
Who, the Duck Dynasty guys?
Yeah. Because I used to just call them and go, and then I just prank called them, I guess, too many times, and they didn't like it. You sound distant.
No, yeah, I was behind the microphone.
No, I mean emotionally distant.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I am. It's the trauma. want to get into it? We're not even close to a Christian episode, but we could go for it. Or some of the shit that I cut out of the last episode. Getting too
What do
dark
you
on
mean?
the screen.
Our last episode was live, wasn't it? We didn't have any cuts at all.
All of our episodes are live. Don't you listen to the show?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're alive when we record them. Some of them. There was a time we spent in hell, which we weren't really alive. And then there was a time you were a zombie.
I do find that a trip to hell really reinvigorates the senses. It makes you feel more alive. It's just me.
So does that mean that you want to go watch those movies again?
Which movies? I didn't watch movies while I was in hell.
Oh, I mean the old first-person shooter, the right. Hotel Inferno. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I wasn't in hell.
Oh.
Patrick was in hell.
Well, yeah, but we watched it and it was hell.
Oh God.
I'm gonna get Barry back in here, and he's gonna sit down and watch things with you. Give him crack. I think you'll enjoy a little live director's commentary.
Things all the time. I give it out like candy. It drives me into madness. That's kind of like my whole bit, right?
It's
Nothing is really more effective at really just like boring into someone's brain and implanting the seed of absolute insanity than watching things for more than like 10 minutes tops.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying it sends somebody into a tailspin?
So I think that I should remind you we have a show to do. Somebody wants to put a piss coin in the vending machine and get things going.
They don't really smell like piss anymore.
No, that's because you've lost the nose for it by being next to them all the time.
Oh, I thought it was because I had COVID.
Okay. Should we not be recording tonight?
No, we're fine. I did a mic test on your microphone. You're good. All right. Let's go.
Jesus Christ.
So what are we doing? We're talking about I would not worry one bit. I would not worry at all about any kind of contagious diseases during Pod Fyre 2. It's just not going to happen. You'll be fine.
Is that the RFK seal of approval?
Yeah. We're not have nothing but beef tallow fries. It's going to be awesome.
Only the healthiest options from our Nazi-themed burger joints.
Mm-hmm. So here's my piss coin. My coin. Yeah. Check it out. Let's see what we're in for here tonight.
A curse shall be visited upon you. No, wait. 6? 6 curses shall be visited upon you. Hold on, there's a lot of fog in this crystal ball today. 7 curses! With blood and fire and kung fu and a Buddha with laser vision and a flying demon fetus? Holy shit, this movie has a lot going on.
It's a good one, right?
Oh yeah. Patrick, what is this movie?
The curse? Oh, the 7th curse.
Okay, well that makes sense. Do we have to watch the first 6?
No, I think you can just jump into the franchise wherever.
Okay, all right, that sounds good. So, let's see. It's a Chinese movie. Let's see if I can find a. Nope, I can't find a trailer for it. At least one that's in English. So, I don't know. Play some happy music, and then we'll come back and talk about the movie.
I love to be a jock for Jesus. I love to be a jock for the Lord. I want to be what He wants me to be, living in the light of His word. Oh, it took a lot of time to make me. He loves me just the way that I am. I love to be a jock for Jesus, 'cause Jesus is my friend.
And now, the continuing story.
Wow. Okay. So 7th curse.
How do you feel about demon fetuses?
I'm confused by demon fetuses.
They're in the
Yeah.
MMR vaccine, so it's fine.
Yeah.
You see him say that shit earlier? It's quiet.
Is that what it causes, a demon fetus?
Apparently.
That makes sense.
I think it's what it's made from, according to the people in charge.
You know what? You know what the little demon fetus reminded me of? Your little buddy in the attic. I haven't seen him in a while. The one in the little crawl space up there. I wonder if he's all right.
Yeah, we'll have to check on him.
All right. Anywho, oh wait, hold on. I have our first influencer left us a message here. Hang on one second. Let's see who this is. Before we get into the movie, I just want to kind of, I really want to hype up this Pod Fyre. It's not because that we aren't selling tickets. It's because I'm really excited about it, and I'm just so pumped. So let's see if we got a good influencer here.
I'm Adam Festival Partier. That's right. My middle name is Festival, and I am hype for Pod Fyre Festival 2. I was a proud member of the Ultra Premier Captain Suite VIP Pass back at the first Pod Fyre Festival. Only me and 30 other people piled together on the party boat, circling Isla de Muerto for 3 days of partying, podcasting, and playing pure cocaine for the ears. You could hear the screams of joy all weekend from the party boat, but we got that crisp, clean audio direct to our radio without any of the riff-raff ticket holders spoiling the sound for us. We'd still be circling the island too if those so-called relief workers didn't abduct us from the festival, said it was some sort of human rights violation. But listen, I was shoulder to shoulder with hotties like me all weekend and eating the most deluxe MREs ever assembled. The hotties I was bunking with didn't even compare to Jane. I saw you on opening day, part of the riff-raff ticket holders, but when the wake of our boat flipped your raft and you popped out of the water, throwing your hair back like you were straight out of some Arthurian legend, I saw that look you gave me. Kind of look that said, find me on social media, start liking all my posts. And I wasn't able to find your profile, but I liked every post I saw from you. How else would I know your name is Jane Doe? And now you're ghosting me? Your family not hearing from you is one thing, but me, we had a real connection in that moment. But I haven't seen any new posts about you in over a year. I swear, I can still hear you shouting as our boat speeds away. The party boat may have sailed off, but you're the one who left a gulf between us. Maybe I'll catch you at Pod Fyre Festival 2 this year.
All right.
What in the flying fuck was that, Dustin?
Apparently that was an influencer, but I just looked up their name, Adam Festival Partay.
Is it Adam? Did he say his name is Adam Festival? How do you use Cest and Adam? Zestivals? Is he the guy behind the Zestibles brand seasonings?
That is good seasoning.
I just want to go back. Did he say he lived the first Pod Fyre?
It's supposedly, but I don't recognize the name.
Well, no. See, this is a problem for me because I was trying to make sure no one got out alive, and he just made it. Like,
apparently,
but he's coming to this one, right?
I guess so. I looked up his name. I'm spelling it right.
Fantastic. No. This is great. See, if he got through with the first one and he comes back to this one, we can erase some of the mistakes of the past, if you knew what I mean.
Oh, okay. So this could be Adam's.
God damn it, Dustin, you're fucking COVID.
So what you're saying is this could be Adam's final destination?
Bloodlines.
It's topical. Yeah, so I looked up Adam Festival Partay, and I'm not seeing. I don't know if he's a great influencer because I can't find him anywhere. But like I said, I might be spelling the name wrong. But apparently, Adam's all on board. So I hope he's not expecting a free ticket. Yay! I mean, I can't give him a free ticket if I charged bidder. That's just not fair.
In terms of the movie,
Oh yeah, Seventh Curse.
the Seventh Curse. Okay, so
Why does this feel like it's 4 different movies?
Because was it not awesome?
I don't know if it was.
I feel like we diverge very strongly in the Hong Kong cinema department because I think these movies are like God's gift to humanity. They're like the most berserk shit possible.
They really are. But the thing is, I kind of liked each of the 4 different movies on their own. I don't know if they merged together very well. It was very weird.
Who needs cohesion when you've got Chow Yun-fat as Wisely?
Dude, him running around smoking the pipe was the best.
Absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so what we watched tonight is the Seventh Curse.
Oh, holy shit! Oh God, how do you even?
I guess you just did though, didn't you? 4 different movies.
It's 4 different movies in a trench coat with demon fetus.
Demon fetus, yeah,
and Chow Yun-fat smoking a pipe like a Sherlock Holmes style pipe just throughout the movie, which is fantastic.
Do you think that Indiana Jones needed more exploding blood boils and kung fu?
Yes.
Boom. Seventh Curse.
Yes.
And that's not exactly inaccurate to why it exists. So this is the Vinegar Syndrome just released a remaster of this movie, and it's fantastic. The Seventh Curse has been out of print for a very long time, and it's been difficult to come by. So hands up, so a round of applause for Vinegar Syndrome for doing this. Yes. Thank you for the circular motion. It's great. You know, I hear that circular motions go a long way. But the thing about this particular movie is, real quick to explain it, I'm also going to be pulling from Erica Schultz's introduction to the Vinegar Syndrome release. Erica Schultz is from the Unseen Horrors podcast, and she wrote the intro. So just very briefly.
Are they going to come to Pod Fyre too?
I haven't been able to hear back from them. I did reach out.
Okay.
Very briefly, Indiana Jones is popular, right?
Yeah.
So everyone just tried to flood the market with pulp heroes. You remember like the pulp hero phase in the late 80s, early 90s. You had King Solomon's Mines got a movie. The Shadow got a movie.
I kind of miss those movies. Like
The Phantom got a movie.
Yeah, they were fun.
So of all of those, when all these they're getting popular, everyone's trying to make their own pulp heroes. In China and Hong Kong, they decided to make some movies based off the very popular pulp heroes Wisely and Dr. Yun, who are both characters from author Ni Quan.
So those are actual characters from a book.
Yeah, they are big characters from their own individual story. So so Wisely has his stories, Dr. Yun has his stories, and sometimes they cross over, kind of like how there's Solomon Kane and there's Conan, right? There's like different stories, or Conan and Red Sonja. Where am I on my notes?
Page 1.
Yeah, page 1, exactly. Well, there's only one page.
Of course there is.
But yeah, so Ni Quan's the guy who wrote the stories. So when you watch the movie, you have that nice framing sequence of in like a sitting parlor at the beginning and the end of the movie, and this older guy talking.
Yeah, I guess it's nice, but yes.
That's the author. That's Ni Quan.
Okay. That's
the real author of these stories. So Dr. Yun, he has his own stories, and Wisely is the much more popular character. Wisely has there's 8 different Wisely movies and TV shows after this.
Oh, wow.
And none of them are connected. They're all just different stories about Wisely.
Are any of them as batshit crazy as this one?
Oh, some of them, at least as crazy, maybe more crazy.
Ooh, all right.
Not all of them, though. Yeah. This one is one of the more batshit movies possible.
Yeah.
The plot, Dr. Yun. Well, actually, it's really cool because it starts off in media res as an action sequence, but for them contacting the doctor to try and help with a hostage negotiation.
And so I'm like, okay, this is like a, just a kung fu action flick with police and that stuff. And I had no concept of this movie. So I was like, okay, that's what we're watching. Cool. I just watched The Raid So it kind of, I'm like, okay, it's like police invading a bit. Okay, got it.
That's not quite the raid.
The raid was fucking brutal.
Did you see the second one?
Not yet.
You should.
You can call our number too. Just like Adam Partey, 252-564-8666. Gotta do a better job of plugging that number. But anyway, so yeah, like you said, we're in the middle of a police, and they called the doctor to try to help the guy. But what happens is like he was gonna blow him up, or he had some explosives with him or something.
Yeah. So the idea is there's a hostage situation. One of the hostages is having a heart attack, so they negotiate to put to get a doctor and a nurse in up, but they contact Dr. Yoon, and they were going to have one of their police officers go up as the nurse, and they were going to throw in a flashbang, and then the SWAT team was going to breach from above. Is a hostage taker the term? First they were going to take the hostage takers out. The difficulty here is a reporter, a very petulant reporter. She shows up and she's not going to get the story she wants, so she decides to incapacitate the police officer who's going to dress like a nurse, and instead she's going to dress like a nurse and infiltrate the
but she
operation.
hits her with a brick.
Yeah, she just hit her with a brick.
I mean, there's one thing to just like knock somebody out, but you hit somebody with a brick. That's fucking brutal.
I guess she figured if she was a nurse, she'd be all right.
Yeah, you'll take care of yourself when you get out of that coma. It'll be all right.
Hong Kong action movies of the 1980s, man.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I mean, that's what you're looking at. You're watching a Hong Kong action movie. He's sitting there. He's doing a bunch of friggin' moves. He's beating at people, and they end up taking out the hostages, and all is well. Day is saved.
So then he goes to a party. He tries to hit on a girl, and then the reporter shows back up. Ruins his game. It decides he's going to blow the party and just go home. And she pursues him, and they have like a race, and like he somehow resolves the situation by putting like an inflatable jack underneath her car.
Yeah, what the hell was that?
I have no idea what that was.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I was like, how did you how fast did that thing inflate? Because I've had air mattresses that take like 8 times as long.
But all you have to do is hook it up to your car exhaust, and I'm sure it's fine.
Apparently.
But anyway, he gets into his house, and he finds a woman waiting for him who bribed the security guard to let her in so that she could seduce him.
Yeah, but he seemed like he knew her.
Yeah, I think they had a tryst before.
Yeah, and he
Dr. Yoon is a ladies' man. Dr. Yoon is a rich, popular doctor and an adventurer, and he's handsome. So he's a bit of a Casanova,
a bit of a Indiana Jones type character. All right, yep. All right.
But as far as we know, there were no 16-year-olds involved in this.
Now would be a bad time to play the titties out soundbite.
I'm just saying, do the math in Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's not good.
It's not good. I mean, it's no ghosts can't do it, but it's not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
He didn't hold her at birth.
Oh, God. Great one, you son of a bitch.
Right. We're good. Away from the darkness. Away from the darkness. Back to the comedy. Comedy.
You know it's bad when Gimcrack's trying to get us away from the darkness. That's usually
I'm here for the flaying and the torment of souls, but like this is just gross.
So yeah, he gets to his house, and there's this naked chick taking a shower in his room, and we pretty much
and then a ninja.
Yeah, and then a ninja attacks him because that's just what happens.
A rogue martial artist from Thailand just props into his house, his villa, unannounced, out of nowhere, and just starts fighting him.
Right. And then after they fight for a while, he's just like, "Here's my address. Come see me in Thailand."
He gives him a card. And he's like, "You've been cursed. Don't fuck her," and leaves.
Yeah. Like, why didn't you just start with that?
Yeah. And then and like anyone would, the doctor's like,
I'm a fucker anyway.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know anything about any curses from Thailand that I remember. I'm sure this is fine. We're gonna have sex. Right. And when he gets excited, the blood curse activates.
Yeah.
And it's Do you want to describe this? Because it's fantastic.
Well, so he gets this pain in his leg, and he starts holding it, and then you get these veins, these big thick veins that just kind of show up on his legs, and then something like bursts out of his leg. We find out what it is later, but at this time you're like, what the fuck? And just something bursts out of his leg, blood sprays all over this chick. We never see her again.
As you would expect.
Yeah, I don't know. He's got game, or as the kids say these days, Riz, right?
I do think that's what the kids say. I think you're right about that.
I think Adam Partey would. He's the Rizzler.
Adam Partey. I thought his name was Adam Zestival.
No, Festival is his middle name.
Adam Festival.
Festival Partey.
Adam Festival Partey.
Apparently so. Yeah.
Is he a sitcom character from the 90s?
Very well could be. Pivots again to like the fourth movie, which is
okay. Let's
shit.
No, hold on. He goes to see his good friend Wisely,
Okay, yeah.
and he goes up to Wisely and he's like, okay. So the situation is, Ninja broke into my house, told me I was cursed. I didn't believe him. Then blood exploded everywhere, so I think I'm cursed. And Weiss is like, did you do anything that could have incurred a curse from Thailand? And he's like, well, actually, last year in Thailand,
Yeah.
this thing happened.
Did you
and
forget
then-
about that, or were you just playing dumb? I don't know.
Then it goes to the next movie that you want to talk about, the flashback of Dr. Yin's adventure in Thailand.
Yes, this is the movie.
Well, it's the prequel to the movie.
Oh, well, wait, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
It's the backstory. It's where most movies would have started.
Yes, and I really wish this movie would have started here.
Are you kidding? It's so much better than it doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know. I disagree, but it's okay.
Well,
we can have our
okay.
differences.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting difference because I could see where you would come from with that, but my point of view is like, what if you approach it from like the point of view of like, you know, a sketch movie, right? Like Monty Python or like Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, like an odyssey of sorts of interconnected stories about the same people.
I mean, that's fine, but I don't think that's how it was done.
No,
I don't know.
It's great though.
It's fun. Don't get me wrong. This movie was a lot of fun. Like
No
I know-
hopping vampires.
I know I'm
Could've
shitting on that
used
kind
a couple
of
of those.
narrative here, but it's a fun movie.
You
yeah.
can criticize the movie. It's fine.
No, I will.
No one involved is going to listen to this show.
I don't know.
Listen, I'm trying.
What if-
I'm trying to get Chow Yun Fat to listen. This is the
I
best way
know.
to do it.
I'm trying to get him to
Dare
Pod
the
Fire
universe.
too. He's just gonna stand up in the bell tower smoking his pipe. It's gonna be awesome.
So
So yeah, this is
Yeah.
the prequel to the actual meat of this story.
mhm.
And this is when he was in Thailand a year ago, and he went there on a medical journey.
They were trying to
help
find a cure
AIDS.
for AIDS.
Right. That's a notable cause
Right.
for a Hong Kong movie in the 80s. It's pretty noble.
It's an insane premise considering what's about to happen.
Yeah. So he goes and he's just kind of walking around, and then we just see this chick in a white shirt. I don't know why she's even wearing the white shirt, because she's jumping around in the water, and I mean, you can literally see everything. Big titties, full bush. You see it all. I'm like,
And
why?
she has a spine.
Yes, full bush and spine,
hmm
and
Titties out.
so, but yeah, and then he drops binoculars, and she's like, "Ooh, what are these treasures?" And she drops them, breaks them, whatever. She's just out there. But she's great. She's very important to the story in a bit. But right now he goes back to the campsite. He's talking to the professor that's out there, and then there's a couple other guys in the campsite with him that are. I mean, how do they plan on finding a cure for AIDS? I don't know. I think that was a weird plotline, but whatever.
They were looking for herbal remedies, right? They were looking for, I believe. But yeah, so they're on a scientific expedition, and this again, this is a pulp story. Pulp stories are adventurers on adventures in jungle areas, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of times they are scientific expeditions, quote unquote.
Yeah, it's always scientific or artifacts or something.
And problematic depictions of people called natives, which is what's going to happen in about 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm. With the drum, as soon as the drum beats hit.
Yeah, because the native population in this particular part of Thailand have their tribe has recently been taken over by a dark sorcerer.
Yeah, who yeah, he was an interesting fella. Little shaman or whatever you call him, dark wizard, I think that's what they called him.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the actual word is, but there's translations.
Yeah, the subtitle says dark wizard, so that's what I'll call. I called him shaman until I saw them call him black wizard. I was like, okay, he's black wizard then. But yeah, and then when they hear the drum beats, the professor's like, don't go there, and of course they all go there, and of course our doctor guy sees the chick that was, titties out in the water.
So what's happening is the dark sorcerer, the wizard, has taken over this tribe, and to cement that, he is going to choose the chief's daughter, the old chief's daughter, right, as one of the sacrifices to their great ancestor. The great ancestor is a living...
So, hold on, what's going on? They're trying to decide who receives God's glory? Did I get that right? Something like that?
Something like that. Yeah. But essentially, what they're doing is to secure power for the wizard and the tribe. They sacrifice people to the tribe's great ancestor, who is in fact a undead mummy in a temple.
Mm-hmm. With eyeballs.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's pretty cool.
He's pretty awesome because the mummy is fantastic. Anyway, the next scene is the doctor's like, we have to rescue them. So the people are tied up at the stake in the temple, and you see the great ancestor mummy arise.
But before that, when the shaman guy's like, he has this little dagger and he's pointing it at people to see who's going to be the two that are selected, and it glows red on a guy, and he's selected, and then he goes to the next people, and then it glows red on her.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody in the crowd was like, you can't do that, that's the whatever's daughter. And the shaman just whips out his demon fetus.
Yeah, he out of his robe, he throws this demonic child, this monster child with an embryo tail, and it flies out, covered in blood, and it flies out with these vampire fangs and claws and just kills this dude.
Yeah, it like bites into his neck and then burrows inside and bursts out of his stomach, and then just flies back to the wizard's coat.
Fucking amazing.
It is fantastic. I was like, this is about the 24, 25 minute mark of the movie, and I'm watching this, I'm going, okay, this is kind of a weird movie. This is kind of, what the fuck am I watching? Because it pivots hard.
I love that your reaction was what the fuck. So the minute I saw it, I just cheered. Like, I stood up and cheered. My wife's laughing. I just stood up and cheered.
Oh, absolutely. Yes! I loved it. I went back and watched it twice before I moved. Yeah. I mean,
like, this is the shit. This is what I came for.
You mean your wife would have done that had she been in Gimcracks watching it with us just a few minutes ago?
Sure. Well, yeah, I can edit that part out of laughing, but yeah.
No, leave it on there.
Because we're live, right?
Yeah, we're live. Everything
no, but no, I just stood up cheering because this is what I look for in movies is the I know we tried to talk about looking for what's bad, but what I look for specifically is what the fuck.
Yeah, I love what the fuck moments.
I look for the most deranged berserk shit I can find. That's what I'm questing after.
That's why Story Ricky is like one of my favorite movies. So yeah, I think we got another influencer call. So let's see who else we've got coming. We got to hype up this Pod Fyre. So we're bringing in all the big influencers. They're calling in like crazy, letting us know who they all are and excited to be there. So I got another message from one of them. So let's play it and see who this is.
Yo, it's your boy Adam Party. Yay! You just know I make the full festival circuit. Always fun times, new memories, lasting relationships. Pod Fyre Festival 2 is sounding pretty chill. Heard you got all sorts of snacks to nosh on at the carnival. Wonder how it'll stack up to O-Fest, where all things O are celebrated. Cheerios, SpaghettiOs, Oreos. O-Town showed up to perform last year. Heck, you even had Alfonso Ribeiro and Guillermo del Toro stopping by. And hey, listen, Maria, I'm sorry I called you Mario. I was just following the spirit of O-Fest, Joe. No tears at O-Fest, Mario. Shit, I mean Maria. Just call me back.
I think Adam is using this as like a Craigslist misconnections. I don't know what's going on here.
I love mixed connections because it was always like our eyes met underneath the Taco Cabana sign, but I didn't have the courage to say hi to you.
I was going to say hello, but sour cream spilled on my shirt and I was embarrassed. And I called you Mario instead of Maria. What the fuck is the O-Fest?
That can't be real, right? There's no way that's real.
I don't know. We played it, so it's got to be real.
That is the logic.
Yeah. Well, if Pod Fyre 2 is as big as a success as I'm thinking it will be, then maybe we'll do O-Fest 2.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who owns O-Fest, but I did find out that there was some other festival called like Fyre Festival or something like that.
Yeah, they had a couple different documentaries on it.
Yes, apparently that dude's he was going to be holding his festival the same time I was, but now he decided to just sell it. So
I heard the brand was for sale.
If you were planning on going to the Fyre Festival, just screw all that. Just come to the Pod Fyre Festival, and we'll take care of you.
Like the other one, but there's a pod in front of it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, we will take care of you.
Titties out.
I'm concerned about how menacing he's being over this entire.
He's getting into the spirit.
Yes, I'm very festive.
Yes, I'm drinking the spirit, so we're good. Speaking of spirit, watch this king of segues here. Ready for this? So when he goes in the tomb to try to free the guy in the river titties out girl, everybody else leaves the tomb and it's just the doctor in there, and he goes to try to get in there, but the tomb opens up and the skeleton pops up that at first looked like a Spirit Halloween decoration.
I know, it's so great.
Yes,
it's so good because it's just that style of skeleton, and it's clearly on wires.
You see the wires so many times.
It's great, and he's like he's literally kung fu fighting. It's just a martial arts skeleton hopping around, kicking the shit out of people with these moves, and it's just a Spirit Halloween looking skeleton on wires, fake fighting. It's fantastic.
I wrote in my notes that it's equal parts amazing and absolutely shitty. And it's wonderful.
It's the best thing.
It's so cheesy, but it's
great. Then it kills the one guy because there's the girl, there's the chief's daughter, and then there's just another guy, and it bites into that dude's neck and just
he like
bleeds him.
He pulls his head forward till it snaps, and then just starts feasting on his everything in his. Oh god, it was wonderful. And then he turns into a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, the blood gives him the power to turn into some sort of reptilian xenomorph knockoff.
Yeah.
And then he's like 10 times as powerful.
But anyway, don't find out yet.
No, we don't. But the doctor is able to escape with the chief's daughter.
Mm-hmm. And then the altar is destroyed, and the shaman can sense that. So then the shaman's people just fucking go to town. They're like firing. They got fire arrows. They're chasing him with torches. They're jumping all over his Jeep. It's good. It was a good chase scene. It wasn't like everybody waiting their turn. It was just like everyone piling up and kill these fuckers. It was wonderful.
But they did get cursed though.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. So the wizard put a blood curse on our main character.
Yeah, because he's
Puts
in the
7
temple.
blood curses on him.
But first, he takes the professor's hat off and dumps sludge on him. I don't know what that sludge is, but it's sludge. And then it causes maggots to appear in his stomach that he has to rip out. Cool. I don't know why, but cool.
Black magic, man.
And then he feeds the doctor a handful of bullets. And that's where the blood curse comes in from, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so
Like he feeds him the bullets, and the bullets fly out of him.
Mhm.
And that's what we saw in the third intro to the movie when he was with the other naked chick. It was actually a bullet flying out of his leg, apparently. What the shit?
I love this movie.
The meat of it is great. I love it.
It's going to kill him that night, but
Mhm.
the chief's daughter is able to use magic to...
How does she use that magic?
I don't know, Dustin, how do you want to tell me?
She slices her titty open.
Yep.
And she pulls something out and feeds it to him.
Yep.
And she says that's the magic that protects her body, and now it protects him too.
But it allowed her to be cursed by
Yeah.
doing that. And
Yeah,
so
she took her
face
titties
is-
out.
Jesus Christ. But yes, see, unfortunately, is then cursed.
You were
her,
waiting for the
so her
soundbite,
face.
weren't you? The soundbite wasn't.
I was.
Yeah. Nope.
He's just having so much fun with his delayed gratification.
I'm.
Really getting to the spirit of the gooner.
God, I think this COVID's going to my head. I think I need. I think I need some more Sigma brain. That'll really set things right.
I don't think anyone needs more Sigma brain. I think you've had quite enough.
I think I might have to go to Thailand and get some more.
So but anyway, because she gave him the protection,
Yes.
which only lasted for a year because it's a powerful blood curse.
Yeah.
She was unfortunately susceptible to being cursed by the wizard's revenge, and he disfigures her face. The movie flashes back, and Wisely has been telling the story. And it's like, oh yeah, I picked up a blood curse in Thailand, which just sounds like something that you should get checked out at a clinic. And
Right. But he's like, it happened.
and Wisely's like, okay, so super powerful curse. You're gonna need to go find the black dragon who gave you this card and figure out what to do about it.
Off you go.
Off you go. Wisely and his wife just kind of like chilling at the house. I think he was putting.
Yes, he was putting. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're just in his living room. He's got a little like a golf cart, and he's like, "Yep, super powerful blood curse."
Yeah.
Fly to Thailand.
Nonchalantly listen to this story. Yep. Sliced open her titty, pulled out something, gave it to you. Yep, it happens.
And me and my wife will meet you in a couple days, and we'll get it taken care of.
He is the most unfazed fucking person in this whole movie, and I
It's
absolutely love it.
great.
He is so unfazed by anything. He's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah.
We should have gotten 50 more movies of Chow Yun-Fat playing this exact character.
My god, he's not playing it like it's completely like hardline or straight. He's just like, okay, well, this is what you got to do then, okay. Like later on, he's like, I need a cow. She's got to be pregnant and kill a black dog and save its blood. Let's go.
Yeah,
What
that's
the
fuck. It's just right off the logic. It's later when he's trying to see the spirit child, which is the demon fetus, or he's like, yeah, I'll need this, that, the other, this, that, just that, and it is like a cow, like a virgin's blood, stuff like that.
Yeah, it just rattles it off like a fucking grocery list. It's great.
But we do find out, irritating and annoying reporter, she's actually his niece, Wisely's niece, and is the daughter of a very rich and powerful person. That's why she keeps showing up everywhere, because she walks into the living room right now and she's like, oh, you guys are going to Thailand? I want to come. I want the scoop.
And then they're like, no, you can't come. And he goes to the hotel, or what is it, like a hotel that he's in Thailand? And there's just a table full of guns.
Yeah.
And then like all of a sudden the reporter shows up with the gun and like shoots the wall. I'm like,
Yeah, she had bought all those guns with her dad's money. And she's like, I'm coming anyway. Here's the guns. Let's go do this.
yeah. I'm like, okay. And then he just ties her up and puts tape over her mouth. It's like, I'm not fucking
Yeah.
kidding.
On that note, do you want to do an ad break?
That's a good time for an ad break.
There is a joke though that bisexuals can't sit in a chair correctly, and every time I like adjust my body to like fit entirely in this chair, I feel like Jiminy Glick as I get older. I'm just like falling.
I have heard that before.
Yeah, it's true, But as you get older and then things don't quite move the same way, I do have to like grab my ankle and like lift like he does.
That's getting into a whole different thing.
I've heard that Lucy Dacus song.
I don't even know who that is.
Hello and welcome to Out on Shelf, the
Yes.
queerest podcast with two straight guys' energy.
And I have both. Do we have an ad?
Well, you gave me this ad copy when you sat down, so I figured that's
Yeah.
what you wanted to read, right?
Yeah,
All right.
that's the one.
All right, exactly like this.
Yeah. I
Okay.
may have written that under the influence of some Sigma Brain suppositories, but I have faith in my word, so go for it.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm Dustin. I approve of this message. Oh wait, I'm supposed to say that afterwards. Fuck. Edit that. Go ahead.
Yeah, edit the live show. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool. The KFAB is intact.
Mhm.
All right. All right. Pod Fyre 2 is coming. It's coming hard and fast. Will you be on board for this twice-in-a-lifetime party? It has everything. Podcasters, live music, food, games, tuberculosis, film screenings, more
Movies
podcasters.
about tuberculosis. That's what
Okay, yeah, because of the film screenings, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
More podcasters, carnival rides for some reason,
Why
ghosts
not?
looking for revenge,
That's a title of a. I think that's a title of a movie.
booze,
Was that spelled
drugs.
BOOOOOS or
No, BOOCE.
because of the ghost? I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. Like I said, I was a
Okay.
little messed
No,
up.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, it's hard to keep this voice up.
Okay.
Drugs, snorkeling,
Yeah.
live fan fiction readings,
Uh huh.
an undying curse from the beginning of time. See, things like that just keep coming up. What's going on here?
Well, it's just adding to the spooky narrative of,
Okay,
of the thing. It's
All right. The pricing structure, can we talk about this here? You've got it written down. Tickets start at $1,500 for the basic package.
Oh, that's actually incorrect. It's actually $5,000 now.
Basic package. And that includes admission, food, and a luxury cabin.
I mean, a cab. It's like a. I mean, yeah. I mean, once they're
wrote
dead, I really
cabin.
can't say anything. So yeah, cabin. Yes.
Okay, that instills you with confidence.
Yeah.
So-
it's cabin in the woods. It's fine.
It's the woods of the island.
I mean, there's woods on the island.
Okay. So the next
It's like
package,
a forest area. It's fun.
All right. So the next package is the gold package, right?
Mm-hmm.
At $6,500.
That one's $10,000 now.
Again, you're really fucking with the next three tiers.
I know. I'm sorry. I didn't raise enough money with the telethon to pay for shipping the carnival rides and that.
So that includes all of the things plus booze, and it says here all the glow sticks you can eat, and that's just concerning.
Why? How many can you eat?
Okay, so then you've got
Exactly.
a VIP tier,
Uh-huh.
and at the VIP tier you get all of that plus VIP meet and greets
Uh-huh.
with all of the guests,
Yeah, and with that.
And-
Well, yeah, all the guests, yeah.
and a luxury cabin.
I mean, you're at like the top of the bell tower, but I call it a
Okay.
luxury cabin because it kind of sounds better.
Okay, it also says it has ghost tours
Yeah,
and
that's where the booze comes in.
then free admission to the Gravitron for some reason. Okay.
Uh-huh. Everyone else has got to pay for it. I mean, it's worth going. I thought about doing
And
all the
then
rides for
finally-
free, but no.
It's just there's one that just says platinum,
Mhm.
and that just says 15K and nothing else.
I hadn't decided what I'm going to do for that one yet, but I know that I'm going to charge more for it. I just don't know what they're going to get for it, but I'm going to charge more because it sounds cool.
Pod Fyre 2
Pod Fyre 2 Platinum.
coming
it's
to a
50.
Paveglia island near you.
I think it's $50,000. Pretty good for Platinum. I could probably get Adam to sell that for me. How do I have 3 more pages of notes? What's going on here?
How can you possibly have 3 more pages of
I
notes?
don't know.
Okay.
I do. I was writing down. It was. You okay?
God damn, you're COVID.
Oh, I thought a blood curse just popped out of you. I think that was. Oh, that might be a little friend for our. Yeah, it might be a little friend for our air ducts. Hey, buddy. Okay, so
Did something else crawl out of your ass?
it wasn't my ass. Oh, so yeah. So he hops in a cab and he goes to the address that Black Dragon gave him. Which was it like a mausoleum or a cemetery or something weird and creepy, or maybe it was just his house. I don't know.
I thought it was just a house.
It could have been. It was just cobwebs and weird, creepy shit.
Anyway, more fighting.
Yeah, well, they're sitting there and he's just walking in the house and Black Dragon's there and he's just like, yeah, I got here. The wizard teamed up with the underground to attack me. And then all of a sudden, like 50 dudes just start piling in from every door and window in this place, from the second floor, from the bottom floor, just everywhere.
Yeah, well, it had been like 8 whole minutes since we had a fight scene.
Right? And they just fight and fight and fight and fight. And then the dude's, one of his other legs bursts open with the curse. And then he just keeps fighting. And then the reporter shows up with their gun and just shoots everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Enough fighting. So
amazing scene. No notes.
Yeah. And then they go to find the good tribe in the village. And the good tribe is like trying to, they're trying to get rid of the bad, evil people as well. So they take a group of the good tribe of people to go into the forest to go get the shaman dude. And they're all instantly murdered.
Yep. Insta-kill.
The one guy steps on, like one of those little leg traps that you always see like in the forest where somebody just gets like dangled up by their leg, except for it's on 2 like bamboos and it just rips them in half.
It just eviscerates him totally.
Fantastic. And then some bamboo like cages just come closing in on another group of them. Oh, it's like 20 seconds of just insane brutality for no reason, and then it's just over. And I was like, yes. And then the reporter's like, I know how to set these off, and she sets off the booby trap. She's like, I could protect myself. And then she's like, she tries to go with the doctor, and she's like, look, if you don't let me go, I'm going to tell them that you molested me.
Yeah, it's not great writing.
And he says something like, I'll pull your pants down and smack your ass and take a picture. I'm like, you're not helping the story.
That's worse writing. Yeah.
and that's better how? Yeah. And then there's all these booby traps everywhere. She walks and just falls into a sinkhole trap. And then nobody sees her do that. And he's just like, she was mad and walked off. He's not a bit concerned. Then again, she did just say that she was going to accuse him of molesting her. So maybe he doesn't care about her at all. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's a lot going on.
There's a shitload going on in this movie. But then they find the river chick Bachu, and meanwhile the shaman's got the reporter, and she tries to like talk her way out of it, and then she distracts him by taking a picture of him and running away.
Yes,
I didn't realize that you could fool black wizards like that.
Yeah, the sorcerers are weak to photos.
I don't know. But anyway, but Black Dragon and the doctor guy are talking, and they're like, well, there's only 2 options. She's either captured or dead.
Those are the 2 things she could be.
That pretty much narrows it down there.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a choice to make. Do they go and save on Bachu's mission, where they have to go and get the what do they call those things, the sigils or whatever, out of the I don't know, glowing eyeball thingies that they find later.
Mm-hmm.
So they either have to do there's like 2 missions they can do. Either go on this mission to save the river girl, or try to go find reporter chick. And they're just like, let's go. What do they decide that they're gonna go and try to save the river chick first? No, they're gonna go save the other girl first, right? Help me, Patrick. Where am I? I'm lost.
You're lost. But the long and short of it is the sorcerer possesses.
No, I mean emotionally lost.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Have you tried Jesus?
Does it come in a suppository form?
I'll check.
Anyway, so yeah, they drive a Jeep up a temple, which is cool. Then go in a cave, just start blasting people. And the dude's got like a shotgun, and he's shooting people. And you would assume that the body would kind of fly in the direction that they were shot at, but it's like he shoots them and they just get pulled off to the side. I was like, okay, well, wherever you got to hide the guy with the string to pull him, I guess that works.
But yeah, the long and short of it is she gets possessed and she's trying to
Mhm.
kill him. And they capture her, and they've captured her as the possessed person. And like, what do we do with her now?
Yeah, and we learn where he gets all the blood from, where the dark wizard gets the blood from. He loads small children into a juicing machine.
Yeah, he does do that.
That's amazing. They're like picking up these screaming kids and just dropping them into this machine that's just squishing them, and he takes all the blood, and that's how he does his stuff with. I'm like, what the fuck?
Is this the second movie that we've covered this year in which an evil wizard like purees children for power?
Oh yeah,
Because Turkish Star Wars does the same thing.
Yeah.
We found a motif here.
Yeah. All right.
It's weird that it keeps showing up.
Yeah.
But this is when Wisely shows up.
Yeah.
And this is when we write us off his laundry list of things he needs. So, and
he's like, I need the blood of 7 goats and 7 things, and then she's just let it boil and then let her soak in it, and that'll break the curse. Like, what the fuck?
And Bachu is there all night with her. And then Dr. Yoon and Black Dragon, they go off to go find the Sigils of Power while everyone else stays at the camp. But the camp is then attacked by the evil tribe and the spirit child. It is the demon fetus, right? So the story has 2 scenes now. And one is Yoon and Black Dragon trying to get the mystical items of power. And the other one is everyone back at the camp under duress. So,
yeah. But the demon fetus flies at him, and then they trap it.
Yeah, they trap it with the skin of.
Is that the cow placenta that they were talking about keeping?
Yeah. So they trap it with the cow placenta, and everything else that he needs for that list is to break the spell, break the sorcerer's hold over this spirit, and then to gain control over it themselves, and bind it to Wisely's will.
Okay, so that's what's going on.
Yeah. You need a little bit of magical knowledge on this one. You don't have to go very deep. Just a smidge of some esoteric.
I didn't realize that. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's in the Nakamati.
I've not studied that. Yeah. But before we get to the Buddha statue fight, I have another influencer call that came in. Should we play it, or do you want to wait a little bit?
Is it going to be another Adam Partey?
I have no clue. I haven't played it yet.
I mean, you have no clue. So we had 2 calls from Adam.
It's me, Adam Party.
Fucking told
you know me. I'm all about those festivals, baby. And you're telling me Fleetwood Mac and Toby Mac will both be at Pod Fyre Festival too? That's like
Who said anything
more
about
than
Toby
enough
Mac?
Mac to go around, bros.
I think
Totally
Toby Mac's
different
on the call
vibes from
sheet.
Tabi Razi Fest. You know what I'm saying? Everyone all up in a big desert, reaching nirvana through attrition. All these bands who've never printed a disc put on the best concert no one's ever heard. Because it's a blank space, right? And they're scribbling in the margins. Tabula rasa, baby. Que sera,
See, I was right. He said that.
But it's not sera, bro. It's Donde Está Sarah. I haven't heard from you since the festival, girl. You were like the new moon, invisible against the night sky. Sarah, please, we can make this work. But just like the new moon, before I see you, you're gonna have to start waxing. You're not a cricket, Sarah. Your legs don't sing symphonies to the moon. You are the moon. So get to waxing and then call me back.
I don't think this influencer plan is going very well.
I feel like he's got like a lot of strong opinions on women's bodies.
Yeah, it didn't seem very progressive, to be honest.
And we're such a progressive podcast.
Titties out.
I think I need to find a new agency for influencers.
What agency are you using currently?
The Partey agency.
Fucking Andrew WK come up with that?
Ooh, I don't know. No, but that was Adam's last name, Adam Partey. I think Adam Partey runs the Partey agency, is what I'm saying. And I think he scammed me out of money. I don't think there's any other influencers but him. And he's just using me to try to convince chicks to wax themselves because they're not crickets of the moon. What the fuck?
You know,
Speaking
I
of
feel
what
like-
the fuck. This whole episode.
King of Segways?
Yes. Yeah.
Very on brand.
I wonder if we can get Segway to sponsor the Pod Fyre.
didn't they stop making those?
I don't know. Were people dying on them?
I mean, I don't know that that's ever stopped anyone from making anything.
Yeah, I think we can get them to sponsor us then. We'll be all right.
Okay, so anyway, bringing it into a close, they go to find the magical glowing orbs inside the eyes of a Buddha statue and have to fight an order of mystical flying monks that appear from nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But then they defeat the monks, destroy the statue, snatch the glowing eyes.
I like how they again, Black Dragon, like, as they're having this big old fight at it, and he just like, he stops him and he's like, hey, we're trying to help save someone's life.
Yep.
Like, dude, Black Dragon, stop leading with your fist. Like, you started beating the shit out of the doctor, and then you're like, come visit me in Thailand. You start beating the shit out of monks, and then you're like, hey, we're just here trying to save someone's life. Why are you fighting us? Like, you know,
Punch first, clarify later. That's the dragon way.
Yeah, apparently it is. Jesus, just, you know, open a little dialogue every once in a while. BD. Anyway, so the monks are like, oh yeah, he's here to save someone's life. So they all disappear, and then they start carving away at the rock eyeball thingy.
Anyway, he eats one of the glowing eyeballs and is healed. They have to get the other one back to Bachu.
And then the head of the Buddha statue rolls after them, similar to another movie where a boulder came rolling after people, but I can't place my I can't think of what it was from. But
Was it Goonies?
well,
You fucking know it isn't.
yeah. Jim Crack would know. He loves Goonies.
That's right.
So yeah, and he does that, and then they go back to the village and realize that basically everybody in the village has been murdered. Oops. Maybe we should have stuck around a couple extra minutes. I don't know. And then, like, as if shit wasn't weird enough, it just gets weirder. So now they go to the wizard to try to fight him because he's got both of the girls, the Bachu and the reporter chick, and they try to go and stop the wizard, and he pulls out some like weird demon cloth thingy, and they fight him. He gets knocked on top of the tomb that has all the kid blood all over it, and skeletons drag him in and apparently eat him or whatever they do. And
Yep, that's a danger when you're messing with skeletons. You get eaten.
right.
You get
I think-
skeleton murdered anytime.
Yeah. Once you start throwing kids in a juicer and then dripping their blood all over tombs, you run that risk.
Yeah, I mean that's the gamble you play.
Yeah, he's in the find out stage, if you know what I mean.
Yep, that's what it says. Summon mummies, find out.
Yeah. Yep.
Get skeleton murdered.
Yeah. So then the skeleton like backflips out of the tomb. He is hot shit right now. And then he mutates back into the weird dragon thingy.
Yep.
It's like you said, it's Power Rangers villain-esque big rubber costume.
Yep. And we have to
Wires
pause.
flying around everywhere. Yeah.
Yep. We have to pause here
Okay.
to savor in the moment. Because as Black Dragon and Bachu and the reporter and Dr. Yoon are all trying to kung fu fight and save their lives, Wisely shows up with a bazooka.
Yeah. That
And
was
he
after
just-
the ghost child. He sends the ghost or the
Yeah.
demon fetus thingy at him, who's now on their side.
And his wife shows up with the bazooka.
Yes.
And they just blow its brains out with a bazooka and kill the mummy.
Yeah. And then, well, first they fire at him and he dies. And then they go up to make sure that he's dead. And then he pops up again and he just fires another rocket like right at his
Point
face.
blank range. Point
And
blank
just
rocket range.
Blows up everything.
And I love that so much. Of like, how do you fight an undead mummy? Have you tried a bazooka?
Yeah, at point blank range.
Mhm.
Have you tried a bazooka? Yeah, we tried bazooka. Didn't work. Point blank? I
Mhm.
haven't tried that yet. Okay, let me give that a shot.
And then Bachu eats the eyeball, but it's been too long since it was removed from the Buddha and has no power, and she has to live the rest of her life disfigured.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even that bad of a disfiguring.
It literally cuts from there to a party.
Yeah, we're back to the party that was
Different
part
party.
of the third story,
No, it's a different party.
but
they
it looks
just routinely have this party.
yeah, but it's a similar. It's
Yes,
the same
it's a-
party, just in a different time, I guess, something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
It's whoever throws his party just throws his party often.
Yeah,
Because the reporter, because he's hitting on a woman again, and the reporter comes up. It's like now she owns a paper.
yeah,
So but anyway, they have a comic, like a little brief comedy sketch, and then Wisely and the doctor toast to Nikwan, the author.
yeah.
Freeze
and-
frame, roll credits.
Yeah, and yeah, that was it. It's like but it just like kept jumping back. Oh no, it's like it was completely like closing the stories as they opened, which was just it's just kind of bizarre. Could have done without it, honestly, but I see your point.
I do love that we have two very different opinions of this movie, but at least how the structure is. But we both were like, yeah, it's pretty rad.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, Gimcrack, is that a call coming in?
Line 6. Why do we have 6
shit.
lines? There's line 6.
I don't know. I missed the call, but I got a voicemail. Oh, let's see.
Oh, hey, I was looking for Dustin. This is Frank from Oceanside Shipping. We had a little incident with those carnival rides you were sending overseas. The boat, you see, it was overrun with pirates on the way over there, and the crew fought off as best as they could, but they were just simply outnumbered. And I mean, to be honest, it was a fucking massacre. There was blood and guts all over the ship. Not a single person was found alive, and honestly, I'm not even sure if they found all the body parts. There might be even more pieces that we just haven't found yet. It was a horrible disaster. But long story short, we believe the pirates took all the cargo, and you never sprung extra for the insurance, so you gotta have to write that one off as a loss. Sorry about that, buddy. We apologize for the lost freight and yada yada. Hope you do business with us soon. And I talked to the owner, and he said that he would throw in a 10% discount on your next sea freight for the inconvenience. All right, man. Thanks a lot, and I hope you have a great day.
The fuck?
So no Gravitron?
Patrick, when I started this whole thing, I thought that the way to overcome the disaster of Pod Fyre 1 was to add carnival rides.
I mean, it's a train of thought that anyone could follow. It totally makes sense.
And now we don't have carnival rides.
Is there any way to save Podfire? You know what I do think we need to do.
In a way, I brought you here to offer you a job. You think you can do it better, so here's your chance.
Hey, Dustin, if you had to change 3 things about this movie, and I think I know what some of them are, what would they be?
First, I would spring for the shipping insurance. That way, if the ship is overrun with pirates and murdered, you can at least get some money back. Might hire some
That's what I like to think about in times like this, over mass murder by pirates.
Yeah.
The lost fiscal gains.
Well, I mean, that was a good fucking deal on the Gravitron. I never even got to ride it. Oh, but you meant 3 things about this movie. Okay. I would narrow down the amount of wraparound stories. I don't think that you need the people telling the story and then the party and then the prequel and then the actual movie. I think that's a bit much. Maybe just 2.
See, I don't really know if that's supposed to be a wraparound. I just think it's an author self-insert.
Yeah.
Like he exists in the world with the characters.
And now I realize that, but that was not. What the fuck are you doing, Gimcrack?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's all this talk about Pod Fyre 2 got me kind of excited. I thought I would go ahead and pack my bags now. So this is my trunk with my chains, my sickles, instruments of torture, bear traps, razor wire. There's a club in here. It's a good club. It's got some nails on the side of it. My morning star for the long distance clubs, a crossbow. Yeah, it's just the basic essentials, really.
Okay, but do you have anything that might be able to be used for a carnival ride?
Carnival. Well, I've got these chains here, so what we could do is we could just attach them
Swing 'em around
to
or
a
something?
pole. Yeah, we could swing around. We could take these hooks and pierce their flesh and then spin them around the pole. Very, very,
Kinda like
very.
a Gravitron.
Yeah, like a gravitron that Clive Barker envisioned. It's perfect.
A Clivatron.
Mm-hmm.
All
You
right.
see the beauty of Pod Fyre too.
Okay. That might work. Anyway, back to the movie. So that was one thing. Second thing I would have to say is, bring back the naked chick from the beginning. I don't know why.
From the beginning.
Yeah, why not? Why not? She just disappeared. She doesn't have to be naked again. I'm just saying that character seemed like important and then just gone. But then again, he's supposed to be this Casanova guy, so I guess that kind of.
It would be funny if, like, at the end he scores with her again, or at least no. You know what would be funnier is at the end he spurns the reporter goes back to his room, and she's waiting for him again. And he's like, yes, finally this time. And he's like unbuckling his pants, and then more ninjas burst into the room.
Or
unbidden from nothing. Freeze frame on more ninjas bursting into the room.
Or he goes into the room and then she jumps out at him wearing the mask that he jumped out and scared her with earlier.
Yeah, that could also work.
While
there's less ninjas though.
Well, then the ninjas come after that.
Oh,
we
okay.
still have the ninjas. We're not getting rid of the ninjas. We're just getting rid of the scene before the ninjas.
All right, as long as the ninjas get to come.
Yeah. Oh, the ninjas always get to come.
I think that's a show.
Third thing, I would change. I want more Chow Yun Fat with the pipe, and I want him fighting. I want him actually like fighting with the pipe in his mouth, not just shooting people with rocket launchers. Fighting, like fist fights, while holding the cigar in his mouth. Yeah,
I want him to always look like he's about to fight, but then have a gun on him and use it instead. Because they actually do that. They do that in the monk fight. Like, you think he's going to punch one of the monks, and he just takes out a gun and gun punches the monk. And shoots him, and it's like shoots, like rams the gun at him and shoots. Gun punch, the lost art of gun punching.
Yes. Are you packing any guns in that case of yours there? Give me.
Just few.
You seem like more of a hands-on torture kind of guy. Like you don't.
I really do prefer it, but I have the store opens to Texas, and you it's there. You get a couple just in case you need them, but
I think they just hand you guns when you cross the border in Texas. Is it still
they
like
do
that?
Actually? Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I guess you gotta have something in case your torture victims get away.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think Pod Fyre 2 is still on. It just might look a little
You're damn right
different. Carnival rides are going to be slightly different than before. But
guys, we're doing the Clivatron.
I can't wait. Ooh, you know what? I bet you we can get Adam Partey on the Clivatron.
Oh, we're definitely getting Adam Partey on the fucking Clivatron.
Ugh.
You don't. No one escapes Pod Fyre.
Oh, here I got outro music.
Love Boat.
I can't believe I lost all those carnival rides. It sucks.
I can't believe pirates had a use for him.
I mean, they're probably opening up a whole little I mean, you know, maybe the pirates.
Whoever heard of a pirate themed ride?
I don't know. It could work.